Now, ladies and gentlemen, CSGO's most recent update, that of course being on the 13th of December, was an absolute gong show. It dropped the ball pretty hard. This for me was CSGO's most disappointing update of the entire year. Some may say, including myself, maybe of all time. The Squandered Potential. That's really all I have to say. And well, in today's video, I want to review this update, take a look at some things they added and of course removed that no one really cares about. Realistically, this update probably should have come 2 or 3 weeks ago. Valve and everyone else leaking game files, leaking new updates, have been dark on Twitter and any sort of social media platform the past 2 months or so, really since these stickers came out. For very good reason. I think the main reason Valve's been dark anyway is because they haven't had anything planned for the future. And I think the worst part about this update is we don't know what's coming next year. Are we going to go into another dark age of CSGO where we have maybe a 2-year gap or 2-year break from operations, which, yes, that's good for the skins market, that's good for the economy for inside CSGO. But what about the gameplay, right? Are people eventually going to get bored of just the game itself? Quick answers no, long answers yes. That's what I want to take a look at and talk about in today's video.
Now, today's video sponsor is, of course, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is currently the easiest and also fastest way you can buy, but most importantly, trade your CSGO skins. All you have to do is make sure you have your trade link, and on your first trade, if you have a leftover balance, it goes towards your current balance that can be used the next time you end up trading skins. It has 3 ways you can inspect, but most importantly, has a very in-depth inspect feature that you can see corners on a karambit, for an example, that you can't really see otherwise unless you have the item in-game. If you end up topping up your balance, make sure to use promo code MANDO to get up to a 35% deposit bonus and a free $5 on the first trade.
So the update. People are not very happy about it, including myself. It was one that I kind of felt like wasn't going to be that good, but in the back of my mind, you know, the potential they had to do something with a winter update, because they haven't done anything like this in the past few years. Something different. Make a winter map. Make Mirage. Make Dust 2. On Deathmatch, for an example, the most played maps on Deathmatch. Winter. Make them snow. Wasn't asking for a new case, wasn't asking for a new capsule or anything. Just add something like that. It's very small. You already have it in the game. Just put it into the game, you know, so we can play it. Add snowballs, add some chickens that are running around. Not that big of a deal, right? I would say the biggest thing from this update was obviously the Rio stickers going 75% off, which even then people don't really care about. The only semi-interesting thing from that is, of course, the Rio storage units are officially gone. Heard this from Zippo last night. He said, I'm not sure if these are intentionally removed, but they are. Many people like myself were kind of waiting for them to be discounted, and these are probably going to be quite rare. This was an option and scenario I thought about before, but once again, it's a storage unit. I don't really care. It's not something you can trade, and you can't trade or buy Steam accounts without getting some sort of ban. We're in a lot of trouble. That's of course if everyone knows anyway. And if you're pretty well known on the scene, people are going to know if you bought an account because they're going to see something like this added to your account. CSGO, I just feel like does not care, and this past year kind of shows. There's been a huge lack of content, lack of updates, and lack of community talk and feedback on Twitter. They just don't talk to the fans, which is kind of a big problem for me. Their feedback, most importantly on these tweets, are pretty bad. I mean, they're not fun whatsoever. No one cares. Everyone just wants a big update like an operation, which to be fair, I think we should have gotten at least an announcement of something. I was saying I don't think we were going to get an operation. I wasn't going to be too disappointed, but like I said at the beginning, a winter update would have been pretty nice. XMercy CS on Twitter said, are you ready to get disappointed by only Christmas chickens being added, Anubis fixes, and a sticker sale to end 2022 with 0 big content updates? I am ready. I like this. Pretty much replied to that. And he also followed this up after it ended with, I was not ready, not disappointed, horrible timing to release something relevant, and needed to milk the Rio stickers before anything else. That's pretty much the problem that I have along with everyone else. The Rio stickers, in my opinion, have been milked almost to the point and level I feel like of RMR. Now, obviously not even close to that point, but they've been on sale for a long time. And the difference between these and RMR is no one likes these stickers. They are also just bad in general. They do not look good. And they're trying to make people buy these. And I don't understand why. They suck and are just not craft friendly. They don't look good on a weapon. And I have a video coming out most likely before this one on how now is the cheapest and best time to craft inside of CSGO because it just makes the most amount of sense. You could pick up such cheap, good looking stickers, not just from the past 2 majors, but operations, right? The community sticker capsules, the 10th anniversary for so cheap, lenticular stickers that we may or may not see in future majors or future updates, right? This current era that we're in for stickers is a golden age, and maybe the Rio major is us starting to phase out of that and going back to how it was 2 or 3 years ago when stickers were pretty god-awful. That pretty much concludes 2022 CSGO. It's pretty much only been monetary updates, which kind of is weird, kind of sucks. Would love to see something a little different. Hopefully 2023 brings some sort of operation. I think that's going to be a video for another time, the future of CSGO. Of course, on top of that, I also want to include a wish list I have for the game as well. What I'd like to see next year, and something a little more realistic too. I don't want to include the regular anti-cheat Source 228 tick, something that I actually think is pretty obtainable for especially like a company like Valve. Maybe they can add something that's not necessarily like an operation, but added some missions to the game, right? What if we got something like that? Not as many skins are getting added to the game. There's not a whole lot of work that goes in for Valve, but rather just a change up of how we play, right? Maybe they add something new to the game next year, like keychains for an example, and they add like a half-fast operation, not like Riptide, of course, not labeled an operation. Maybe you have to play certain missions to try and unlock things to get a keychain. Yes, it wouldn't be rare, but it'd be fun, and it would only be on for a certain amount of time, so you'd have to get it or you'd never get it again. It's marketable, maybe it's not, you get the point. Let me know what you guys think. Are you disappointed by this update? I know I am for sure. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay positive, stay sexy, guys. A full review for 2023 will be coming out soon. Peace out.